I think let's start out in whatever position makes you happy, whether it's seated or reclining. Just take a moment to tune in with the breath. And then just in case you're planning and conserving your energy, we will be sitting up after the opening breath work in case that changes your choice. All right, I will go ahead and mute everybody. Settle into your comfortable starting position. And take a breath in and let it go. Take a breath in and let it go. One more like that, generous breath in, pause, and let it go. And now, breathing normally, guide your attention to the rise and fall of the belly. Inhaling, exhaling. Notice the way the ribs move. You may find the movement of the rib cage is more noticeable toward the front, or perhaps out to the sides. There isn't a right and wrong way for the rib cage to move here. We're simply checking in and taking notice of what's happening in the body and how it moves right now. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the air on your skin. And take a moment to check in with yourself. Maybe there's something that you notice now, a sensation, or a thought pattern, or a mood that wasn't so obvious. We started to slow down a little and observe. Take a few more breaths right here. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. And as you open the eyes, if you're reclining, draw the knees in, rock over to one side. If you've been sitting in one position, you might stretch the legs out, recross them, wiggle the toes, and find your way into an upright position once again, with perhaps a different cross of the legs. And we'll start with a bit of focus on the neck. So often when we feel tension in the neck, there is an urge to stretch it out, but we also need to strengthen it. And I've been doing this a bit this week. If you were in class with me on Thursday or Saturday, we've folded some of those practices into what we're doing today, which is sitting tall, and we'll use some resistance and do this isometrically. So let's start. rooting down into your seat, lengthening the spine upright. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Place the hand on the right side of the head, around the temple. Place the left hand on the side of the head. Sorry, guys. So you're looking over your right shoulder and your left hand is on your head. Grow tall on the inhale and then consistently resist as the head turns to face the front. There's still that bit of resistance and you're in charge of how much. The head is facing forward and it continues to turn however much feels right for you. And pause once you get to the other side. Release the hand. Now you're looking over the left shoulder. Place the right hand on the right side of the head and we'll come back the other way. Sit tall and slowly come back with as much resistance as feels appropriate right now. Take your time. And then once you're over on that side, relax the arms. Bring your head freely back to center. Roll the shoulders a little. And now tilt your head to the right. Right ear comes down toward the shoulder. Same idea of resisting with movement. So the left hand comes onto the top of the head and we'll resist all the way up. You'll come up to neutral and then however much over to the other side as you would like. So sit tall, resisting until the head is upright and then continue resisting as far as you like over to the left shoulder. And once you're there, release and change hands. And right hand's on top and resist your way back over. Ooh, hello. And if it feels a little dicey to do this with resistance, do it with less resistance. And release. Bring the head back to upright. Let's go into flexion and extension, up and down. We'll use either one hand or two hands behind the head. So you can do it like that, or you can do it with both. Lower the chin toward the chest. And as you slowly raise the head to upright, resist so that you feel that sense of pressing the round part of the skull into the hands. And then once you're neutral, again, you decide. Lifting the chest and the chin any amount. I like the way I can feel the muscles that engage along the back of the neck down to the shoulder blades and then come back the same way. So the hands have the advantage as you come back, but still the head is resisting. So those muscles engage when they're lengthening, then they engage when they're shortening. Release when you come back down. Slowly raise the head, no resistance. Raise the head to upright. My head feels a little lighter than it started out. Let's go now on a diagonal. So we'll look down. The movement looks like this. We'll look down toward the left armpit and then we'll turn the head on a diagonal. So you're looking at, I'm going to say now the glow stars on your ceiling up and over there. You don't have to do the Travolta thing with your arms. You're going to use your hand to resist. So right hand goes on to the head roughly at the temple. It may require a little finesse in the positioning to get the feeling of resistance in this direction. So from the armpit focused, slowly up. Until you're looking way up there. Stay looking up and over. And then change hands to bring us back. So looking up high and moving on the diagonal with resistance back down until left hand, left armpit. Ooh. Release that. Return the head to neutral with no resistance. Nose down toward the right armpit. Left hand is resisting. Slowly, the head goes up and left. Moving on that slow, steady diagonal. You only do this once each way, so get the most out of it and take your time. And once you're way up and out, switch the hands. And come on back. Release when you get over to the other side, back to the armpit, release the hands, come back to center. Head back to upright, roll the shoulders any way they want to roll. And reverse it. Now bring the elbows bend, and we'll give the shoulder blades a squeeze on our backs, opening up the front of the chest and making less space between the shoulder blades. And now do the opposite, widen the shoulder blades on your back. The head and the neck can do whatever is comfortable. Notice which arm is on top, and then start to walk your arms around like you're hugging yourself. You can squeeze as loosely or as tightly as feels appropriate. And then come to upright, raise the elbows. Keep them crossed over as long as you can. And when they can't go any higher crossed over, start unfurling the arms. Up overhead on the inhale and back down on the exhale. Bend the elbows and once again squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. And then wrap the arms around you. Other elbow is on top. And slowly raise the stacked elbows as high as they can go while crossed. Then slowly unfurl up to the sky. And out and down. Nice. Take the shoulders for a couple generous rolls. And now right hand to the side of you, left hand behind the head. Make space, rooting your left sitting bone down, left elbow to the sky. Breathe while you're here. And then add a side bend. If you like, reaching the left arm up and over and sending the breath as if you could open up the space between each set of ribs on the left side. Breathe in between the ribs. While we're on this side, now move a little more freely. Turn and tilt if you like. You can turn the head, the neck, the chest, the shoulders. You can move the elbow around that's in the air, the whole arm if you want. And then left arm reaches up to the sky and it helps lift us up and release. Change sides. Left hand walks a little out to the side, right hand behind the head. Lengthen. So his belly is zipped up, sitting bones are rooting us down. Lengthen the space between the right hip and the right elbow. Breathe in between the ribs. And when you're ready, if you like, extend the top arm up and over. Continue to breathe into the space between the ribs. Stay right there in the side bend for a couple more breaths. Then start to move. How does your body want to move here? Rolling, turning, twisting, breathing. When you're ready, raise the top arm and reach way up. And release. Roll the shoulders. Take the fingertips to your shoulders and the elbows out like a T, so the arms are fairly high. And as you exhale, rotate. And as you inhale, return to center. As you exhale, rotate the other way. Inhale, return to center. Just like that. Exhale, rotating. Inhaling to center. Just like that. Let's go one more time over to the right. Turn the chest to the right. Once you get there, release the arms wherever they're comfortable. Root down into your seat. Feel the earth beneath you. Lengthen the crown of your head. Feel a sense that you're being tugged gently, elongating, connecting earth and sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Unwind gently. Fingertips to the shoulders, just so we go the same way. Go in the same way we did on the other side. Sit tall, rotating to the left, then release the arms wherever they would like to be. Send your roots down, connect to the earth. Lengthen up through the crown of your head and connect to sky above. Most of all, breathe. Throughout the practice, the most important thing is the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Unwind gently. Return to center. Make a generous circle overhead with the hands. And bring the palms together in front of the heart. Then interlace your fingers lightly. Bring your forearms really close to each other and roll figure eight pattern, rolling the wrists around. Notice the direction they're going. Reverse it. And release. Let's come on down to our mats. Lie down on your back and take a moment to hug the knees, rock a little side to side, and see what's comfortable for you. As you lie down and hug the knees, rock gently. If you like a pillow under your head, have that. If you like something else that makes life more comfortable, have that. And we'll do some gentle movement here first. Roll the head slowly, gently to one side, and then to the other side. As you return to center, take the right knee and make circles in the air with the right knee. With or without the hand, the choice is yours. So focus the movement on the hip joint. Take generous circles. And then the other way. Waking up the muscles in this hip. Taking them in different directions, and feel free to do a little turning in, turning out, turning in, turning out. We'll get back to that a little more in a minute. Touch the foot down and let's circle the other leg. Take the knee around, moving in the hip joint. If there's a real clunky, thunky spot, you can detour a bit around it. Reverse direction. And touch the foot down. Take the right leg up in the air, clasp the hands behind the thigh or hold on to your clothing or your leg, shrug the shoulders down, and we'll do a little hamstring, a little, not little like it's a tiny amount of stretch. How much stretch and intensity is really up to you. Bend the knee and then press the thigh away. So you're zipping up your belly, resisting into your hands, however much feels right. And as the thigh presses away, the leg straightens until you feel, oh, hey, something in the back of my leg is stretching. Stay there, take a couple breaths, and then slowly bring the heel back down and the knee into the chest. Relax your shoulders. We'll go in 2 more times. Press the thigh into the hands. Slowly extend the leg until you feel a stretch in the back of the leg. It matters not how straight the leg is, it's the sensation you notice, so you know that you're stretching. And then slowly back down. Pause for a moment, relax the shoulders every time you come down. And last time, resist. Thigh presses into the hands, resisting any amount. And again, just like with the neck stretches, you decide how much resistance to apply, what feels the best in your body today. If 0 resistance feels good, you can do this without the hands. Rotate the ankle that's up in the air. Reverse. Flex and point. And then release the hands and slowly lower that leg. Slowly lower the leg. Zip up the belly so it comes down nice and smoothly until the heel touches down on the floor. Once the heel has touched all the way down, take the same arm and reach it overhead. So if the right leg is extended, it's the right arm that reaches overhead. Breathe while you're here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Bring the right arm down, bend the knee, place the foot flat. Bring the other leg toward the chest and interlace the fingers behind the thigh or hold your pant leg. Shrug the shoulders down and resist. Thigh into hands. Straighten the leg until you feel some nice amount of stretch. Maybe a 5 or a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. We're actually not trying to get around the 8 or 9 range. That's too much. Slowly lower the heel down. We'll go 2 more times. Relax the shoulders. It might feel nice to roll the head a little bit. And we go in again. Zip up the belly, resist, and extend the leg. Keep that little bit of a tension in the back of the leg. Notice what you feel, what the level of intensity is like, and where you feel it. And slowly back down, aiming to feel the stretch right in the belly of the muscle, the back of the thigh, the calf. Last time, resisting, and then staying in the stretch. You decide how much of that intensity to maintain as the ankle rotates. Reverse direction. Flex and point. And then release the leg and slowly lower it down. Zip up the belly. Lower as straight a leg as you can. Keep the belly zipped up all the way until the heel touches down. Once it does, add the arm on that side. Reach out long. Feel how long and spacious the whole body is. Inhaling. Exhaling. Release the arm, bend the knee, place the foot flat. And let's bring the right leg back in, but this time we'll tilt the shin to the side and rock it across the body. Rock the right shin side to side. You might give the shin a hug and see if you feel an outer hip stretch in that side, kind of deep to the buttock. Stay right there and breathe. There might be a slight bit of rocking, or you might be more still. It's not a bouncy stretch, but some movement is fine. Now, same leg, happy baby. Bring your knee towards your armpit. The shin is more vertical now. The knee is bent a lot. Start by holding the back of the thigh with your forearm or with your hand, as if you wanted to bring your knee down into the crook of your arm, closer to the floor. And as you do that, add a gentle rock. The other foot stays on the mat, but the pelvis can rock with you. Just see how this feels. And then if you like, if you want to walk the hand up toward the shin, the ankle, or even the foot, you can. It's not mandatory. Nothing is except for the breathing. Rocking gently. And then when you're in the more stretchy, more intense part of the rocking, stay right there, take a few breaths. And ease your way out. Bring both feet flat to your mat. Heel toe your feet mat width or even a little bit wider. And if it was your right leg that just did that last sequence, it will still be your right leg, and we'll tip the legs to the left. You'll flip it if it's the other way. But the leg we were just working with is the knee that turns in toward your midline. I'm going to keep talking about it like it's all our right leg. Zip up the belly, reach the right arm overhead if it feels nice. And can you get a sense of some of the space and the length on the right side of the rib cage, the waist, the abdomen, the front of the hip? That's the space we're reclaiming here. It's also one of the areas that gets really short when we're sitting in front of screens. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly return to center. Walk the feet back in a bit closer. Bring the left knee in, tilt the shin so you're holding with both hands, and rock the shin across the body, side to side. Knee goes out to the side and back. And then find a position, whether it's knee out to the side or bring the shin in closer, even cross it over the other way a little. Find a position that gives you a bit of stretch in the left outer hip or deep to the left buttock. And check in with your neck and shoulders. See that they're not overworking in pursuit of the hip stretch. There may be a bit of rocking, that's okay, but not bouncing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently unwind the leg and take it into happy baby. So we'll start with the hand, either forearm or hand behind the thigh. Drawing the knee toward the crook of the arm, adding some rocking if you choose. Of course, if anything feels sharp into the leg or the foot, don't lean into anything sharp. Work with the edges around the stretchy sensations. Walk the hand up the shin toward the foot if you wish. Definitely breathe. And check in again with the neck, letting go of any unnecessary tension there. Release slowly the left leg. Place the feet flat on the mat. Heel toe the feet out as wide as or slightly wider than the mat. Knees tip over to the right. Breathe there. And now it's the left arm reaching overhead. So the distance between the fingertips of the left hand all the way down the torso, the thigh to the left kneecap, it's getting longer. That distance is lengthening. Breathe here. And as you breathe, observe the space in the left side of the rib cage, the waist, the abdomen, the front of the pelvis, the front of the left thigh. That whole front line down the torso to the leg. Take another breath or two and gently release. Bring the feet back in, bring the knees back in, walk the feet in. And let's do a little sit-up variation here. Hands will go behind the head in regular, typical sit-up fashion, but the leg movements will vary. So I'll show and talk through a preview of what we'll do so you hear the pattern. We'll do 3 of each of 3 different kinds of leg position in the sit-up. So position number 1, I'm going to start with my right leg out and the right leg's in neutral. So it means the kneecap and the toes are facing the ceiling. And the first 3, again, I'll show first and then we'll do them all together. I'll pull the navel down, I'll bring the knee toward my face and curl up toward it, and then I'll slowly lower as the leg lengthens out. The next 3 will be the knee goes to its own elbow. So the right knee, as it comes up and I curl up, goes to find the right elbow. And again, nice and slowly on the way down. And then the third version will be the knee goes across to the other elbow and the torso twists. So again, peeling up, twisting, unwind the twist and come back down. So we'll do 3, 3, and 3 and then switch legs. Start with the right leg extended out, because if we're all on the same side, life will be so much easier. And as you exhale, start with the work in the abs. Pull the belly button down, bring the knee straight in and curl up as much as the body will curl up in this direction, and take your time. Part of the benefit of doing just 3 of these is we go slowly. So we're engaging the muscles all the way up, curling up again, pull the navel down, bring the nose and the knee toward each other. And lengthening out one more time. Exhale, pull the belly button down, curl up, nose to face. Slowly back down. Now we change position. Turn the whole right leg to the right some. It's ready to come up to the elbow. Exhale, pull the navel down, curling up, knee and elbow close together, and then slowly, slowly, slowly go back down. And see if you can keep the straight leg turned out the whole time. Pull it in again. Knee turned out, it goes to its own elbow, curling up, curling up, curling up. And slowly back down. Leg turned out the whole time. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, draw the navel down, curling up and hold. Slowly back down. Last variation, the straight leg turns slightly in, so kneecap and toes toward the bent knee side of the body. As you exhale, pull the navel in, curling up and twisting. Opposite elbow finds the knee. And slowly untwisting, stretching out. Exhale, pull the navel in, knee comes toward the opposite elbow, twisting. Slowly, slowly lower down. One more time, exhale. Pull the navel down, lift and twist. Slowly lower, extend. Relax the arms for a moment. Bend both knees and rock. Let the knees sway a little, the pelvis, the head and the neck. And switch the legs. So now the right foot is planted, the left leg stretches out long in neutral, foot flexed. And the hands go once again behind the head for the set on this side. As you exhale, pull the navel down, start curling in and lifting up. Take your time on the way down. Remember, nice and slowly gives us the most benefit. Come in again, pull the belly button down, curl up as much as you can, and slowly lower. Last one like this. Pull the belly button down, curl in as much as possible. Slowly lower down. Now the knee and the foot go to the outside. My friends with neck stuff, be careful on this. This can be a lot on the neck. If it bothers you, leave the head down, do the leg lift part more. Bring the knee toward its own elbow and slowly back down. Exhale, pull the belly button down, knee to the elbow. And slowly back down. Last time, knee to its own elbow. And slowly back down. Last variation, the knee and the foot turn in toward the bent knee. And then exhale, pull the navel down, peel up and twist. Slowly back down. Exhale, peel up and twist. Slowly back down. Last time, peel up and twist. Slowly back down. Release the arms, bend the knees. Heel toe the feet, mat width or wider, and windshield wipers side to side. Take it at whatever pace feels good in your body. If you like, gently move the head and the neck. The neck does not have to follow the pace of the legs. The neck follows only the pace of the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Return to center. Walk the feet back in. From here, draw both knees into the chest and rock a little side to side. Rock over to any side and ease your way to hands and knees to a tabletop position. I'm going to grab a little padding for my knees. You might do the same if that is helpful for you. And as you come into tabletop, arching and rounding straight away, exhale, lift the navel, press the floor away. Inhaling, melt the heart and pull the chest forward through the shoulders. Exhale, lift the navel, relax your neck. Inhaling, pulling the heart forward, just like that. Now circle the hips and roll the shoulders around. Change direction. As you return to center, take the knees a bit wider, big toes closer. Lean the hips back toward child's pose. Hips go as far back as they'd like. Stretch the arms out in front of you. And see what feels good for you. Elbows bent or elbows straight. If it's comfortable for the elbows to be straight and the palms reaching out on the floor in front of you, maybe lift the palms up so you're up on the fingertips. Breathing in, breathing out. Walk the hands to the right. If your left hand wants to stack on top of the right, it can, or it can be beside it. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the space on the side that's stretching. Walk the hands to the left. And if you like, the right hand stacks or remains beside the other hand. Breathing here, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Walk the hands back to center and then return to tabletop. And from tabletop, take the left hand out to the side, reaching out to your left, and then dive the arm through. We will not touch the floor for this dive through, so you'll hover your arm and turn your head to the right, and then unwind your arm and turn it into a twist. Raise the left arm up to the sky, press the right hand down. Same thing, same side. Dive your left forearm through without touching the mat, and then undive it, pull it on back, and then open into a twist to the left. Press the right hand down, reach up with the left arm. One more time, dive the left hand through, not touching. And then unwind and twist. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathe here. Release, I can say that word, release the left hand. And we'll go to the other side. Hands and knees first. Reach your right arm out to the side. Inhale. Dive through with the forearm, not touching the mat. Twisting to the left. Left elbow can bend, that's fine. And then unwind, open up. Now you're twisting to the right, an open wide twist. And same thing, dive right back on through. Yeah, if the weight on the hand does not feel good for you, you can do this twist sitting upright. Open up, twisting to the right. And one more time, dive on through, twisting to the left and breathe. Open up, twisting to the right. If you're using the bottom hand on the mat, press down into that hand and reach up with the opposite side. Take another breath here, and then release the arms. Kneeling puppy. So kind of a cross between our child's pose and our down dog. It's like down dog on the shins. Reach long with the arms out in front of you. Press the palms, elbows straight. Now, if you like, remaining here on your forearm, on your shins, the forearms of your legs, melt the chest. Keep the belly zipped up. So there's still a little bit of the brakes are being put on by the abs hugging in. Melt the chest a little. Maybe a little more. See what feels right for you. If your hands feel more comfortable out wider to the sides, do that. Your forehead may be in the air, it may be touching your mat, either is fine. Walk your hands back in, closer to your head, and then press the floor away. Breathe. Now we're back in our hands and knees position. Take your right leg back behind you. And this can be done if you want to flip it over. You can do it on your back if it doesn't feel good to have your hands supporting the weight. Rock forward and back. Our mission here is a calf stretch. So you can do this either lying down or you can do it seated with one leg out in front of you. The main thing, get a nice stretch down the back of one leg. And then release that and change legs. So if you're in the hands and knees variation, send the other leg back and use the pressing on the floor to, as you lean back, get the calf stretch. As you rock a bit forward, get a toe stretch. And if you're sitting or reclining, same thing. The other leg is straighter now, feeling into a stretch for the back of the leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Return to starting position. And now this can be done once again either from the all fours position, or you can do it seated. You can even do it standing. It's hip mobility with a little bit of gravity resistance. So the hands and knees variation is make slow circles with the knee. Slow circles. So again, if that's not your cup of tea in terms of the position to start in, you can sit and do this with a leg raised. You can stand and do this if you want to add balance challenge. Let's go to the other side. Circling generously. And reversing. And release. By any route you like, come to standing, folded over your toes. If you like just the teeniest bit of forward bend, forearms on the thighs and knees bent, you're in charge of how upside down this is. So if that's plenty, stay right there. If you want more upside down, lift the bum and let the head hang. If it feels good to hold the elbows, do that. Otherwise, any other arm position. This is intended to be a stretchy, relaxing position. So if it's causing a lot of stress in any area, adjust the body position so that it's less stressful with as much of an upside down quality as is tolerated today. If it feels good here, sway. You might gently nod or turn the head. And then slowly, slowly come part way up, just part way up. So the forearms are on the thighs. I'm going to do this sideways. And then lower your hips and lift your hips. And lower your hips and lift your hips. There's sort of a seesaw feeling in the legs and the upper body. If you like, you can separate your feet a little wider and add a little more lowering and then lift. So you're in charge of this, right? It can be as upside down as you want when you lift your hips and let the head release. It can be as high or low a squat as you like. If you're feeling feisty and you want to really get low down, you can do that. You gotta push back up though. And 2 more times, lowering down however low your body wants to go, and then lifting your hips however high and upside down the body wants to go. Once you're in the hips high, forward bend position, press into your feet. Zip up your belly a little extra, and slowly, slowly, slowly come up to stand. Plant your feet. Well, bring your feet back in a little bit. Then plant your feet. Stand tall, excuse me. Zip up the belly, lengthen the spine. Inhale, make a circle around you. Exhale, hands to the heart. Another circle on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Fold down over your legs, any amount. Do a half sun salutation here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Press the feet, knees are bent. Zipped up belly the whole way. And inhale, reach up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Hi, kitty. Exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. And up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Hi, baby. Did you wake up from your nap? You look a little rumpled. Apparently all of my talking and teaching has interrupted her nap. Hello, sweetie. Want to do some yoga? As you come to standing, take your feet shoulder width or a little bit wider. And when you're ready, hands on the outer legs. And we'll use this to come into a side bend. Slide your right hand down the leg. Raise the left arm, reaching overhead any amount that you'd like. You can reach way up and over and really stretch, or you can keep the hand on the hip. It's a bit less stretch, but it may feel better for the neck or the shoulder. Adjust as is appropriate for you today. That's it. Reach up. Inhale, come all the way to upright. Exhale, release the arms. And let's go to the other side. Slide the left hand down the leg. And then slowly reach the right arm up overhead. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Reach the top arm up to the sky. Inhale, up, up, up overhead, and exhale, release. Let's do one more fold down over the legs. Bend the knees. Feet stay kind of wide. Fold down, relax the head. Hello, baby. You can hang here. If you want, bend the right knee and lean over to the right. And then bend the left knee and lean over to the left, side to side. If you want more challenge or more range of motion, separate the feet wider. Bend more deeply as you go to each side. You are in charge of this. Move in a way that works for the body today. That's it, side to side. Return to center. Bend the knees. Lift the navel. Arms and head are like a rag doll. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. One last circle, inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. So let's gather up. Get on back down to your mat. But have at the ready all the things that you will need to have to lie down and rest. So I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning, but I think some of you may know this is our end of the month guided relaxation practice. Ah, yes. So what it means, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy about that surprise. So what it means is in just a moment, we'll do a little lying down and twisting, and then we'll settle ourselves in with a pillow under the knees or the head. If you're in a cool space and you want a little blanket over you, you can have that. Make sure you have all the things that would make you really comfortable to lie down for a while. And if lying on the floor for a while isn't comfortable, hop up on a couch or a bed. You are in charge. This is your space, so you can do what makes you feel the most comfortable. So as we get all that kind of gathered and at the ready. Oh, hi, cat. She's stolen my blanket now. I guess not stolen. Everything here belongs to the cat. As you lie down, roll onto one side. And let's say for the purposes of clarity, roll toward your screen, or just take a peek and I'll show first. So you'll be lying down, excuse me, kitty. Maybe lying down around your cat if you've got one, with your top hand on top of your bottom arm, as close to palm as you can. If a pillow makes it more comfortable for your head, you'll have something to rest your head on. If it's comfortable just being there and kind of hanging, you can do that too. You bend the top elbow and open up really slowly. Poke the elbow out to the side and then unfurl the whole arm behind you. Then go back the other way. And when you go back the other way, see if the top hand can slide out a little further away beyond the fingertips of the bottom hand. So just like that, slow twist, sliding the top arm over the bottom arm, over the chest, opening, unfurling out to the side and then back again. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you're doing this right next to somebody, just coordinate. Be mindful if you are moving in a direction they can't see you. And then as you open up and you're in the twist this time, stay there. If that arm that's unfurled is in a position that is awkward for your shoulder or neck, adjust the position of the arm. The thing we're after here is the spinal twist. So make your spinal twist as comfortable for your head, neck, and shoulders as possible. That might mean bending the top elbow and resting your hand on the side of your rib cage. Take a couple breaths here. And on an exhale, zip up the belly and start coming back to center. Flip over to the other side gently. And when you come over to the other side, same thing here. The top hand rests on the bottom arm. Arrange yourself. And when you're ready, draw the top arm across the chest. The elbow opens out first, then the arm unfurls. Fingertips come in first, then the elbow follows. All the way out. Top hand passes the bottom arm as you reach out and then come back again. A slow roll and twist, opening up in one direction, gradually coming back in and reaching out beyond the bottom hand in this direction. Making some space in the upper and mid back and the thoracic spine. The next time that you open up and you're in the twist, stay there, adjusting the position that you're in so that it works for you. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Just like that. In the twist, open now. Adjust the position of that unfurled arm so it serves your head, neck, and shoulders. And then stay right here. Take a few breaths. Maybe a little extra breath makes its way into the side of the rib cage facing the ceiling. And when you're ready, unwind from the twist and take any last movement that feels good, maybe hugging the knees and rocking, and then build your little nest. So let's see, I'll show with I'm going to show today with a low blanket under the head and a rolled up blanket under the knees, but you can support yourself as you see fit. Really, the key here as you settle in is get yourself comfortable. Get yourself comfortable. And once you're reclining and fairly comfortable, notice in the back body and with how your body is resting, is there more pressure on one side than the other? Does anything need smoothing out? And then take a breath in and pause, hold the breath and squeeze. Exhale, let it go. And now bring the attention to the right leg and all the muscles in the right leg. Inhale, squeeze every muscle from the foot to the hip. Exhale, release. Roll the leg gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the left leg. Stretch out the left leg from the hips to the toes. Squeeze every muscle. Inhale, squeeze the leg. Maybe raise the foot. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the right arm. Stretch out the right arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the right hand and arm. Be aware of all the muscles from the fingers to the shoulders. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, lower the arm. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the left arm. Stretch out the left arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the left hand and arm and be aware of all the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, lower the arm. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the buttocks and the gluteal muscles. Inhale and squeeze the glutes. Exhale, relax. Let the gluteal muscles relax as you feel the floor beneath them. Bring the awareness to the abdomen. Inhale, let the belly expand. Exhale through the mouth, let the belly sink. Bring the awareness to the chest and lungs. Inhale as the chest, lungs, and heart expand. Exhale. Allow the chest, lungs, and heart to relax. Observe how the breath is becoming more smooth and gentle. Bring the awareness to the shoulders. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, let them relax. Bring the awareness to the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, allow them to spread out, making any adjustments in the shoulders, arms, and hands. Observe the neck. Slowly and gently roll the head to the left and then to the right and back to center. Swallow and relax the throat, the jaw, and the tongue. Let the chin come down slightly toward the chest. And allow the head to find its natural center. Relax. Bring the awareness to the face. Open the eyes. Lift the eyebrows. And then let it go. Let the cheeks relax. Let the eyelids and the eyes rest. Let the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows open and relax. You might imagine a loving hand on your forehead, soothing away any tension or worry. Observe the physical body in its relaxed state. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the legs to the feet. Allow the feet to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down to the ankles. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the calves and shins. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the knees. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the thighs and hips. Allow it to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the feet and legs as they become heavy with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the arms to the fingers. Allow all the muscles, nerves, and bones to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the hands. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the wrists. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forearms. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the elbows. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper arms and shoulders, allowing it to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the hands and arms as they become heavy with relaxation. Notice how the limbs feel very heavy and still, how they weigh down the rest of the body like anchors. When the limbs are still and heavy, they encourage the rest of the body to settle into stillness as well. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the buttocks. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the pelvis and pelvic organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the abdomen, and allow all of the abdominal organs to relax, releasing blocked energy from all the pelvic and abdominal organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the chest, lungs, and heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the throat. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the front of the body as it becomes soft with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lower back and spine, each bone, muscle, and nerve. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the mid-back and spine. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper back and spine, between the shoulder blades and behind the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the shoulders, neck, and the base of the head. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the back as it comes closer to the floor in relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the entire brain. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the jaw, allowing it to replace any tension or discomfort. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lips and tongue. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the cheeks and nose. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the eyes, behind the eyes, and the eyelids. Allow the eyes to soften and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forehead and temples. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath around the sides of the head, over the ears, and down to the nape of the neck. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to relax the scalp. Allow the breath to return to normal, and allow the entire face to soften and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the mind, allowing all the movement of the thoughts in the mind to relax. Observe the body. Notice if there is any part of the body that may not feel relaxed. Return to that part. Inhale, and as you exhale, extend an invitation for it to relax in its own time, at its own pace. You may notice the body becoming heavy with relaxation. Observe the weightedness of the legs, arms, back, and head, knowing you are able to move at any time, yet not wanting to. Give yourself permission to let go into relaxation. Observe the breath once again. Notice how still it becomes as the body relaxes. Observe the breath without controlling it, as it comes and goes without any strain. It is so gentle, you can hardly feel the chest moving. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the feet, ankles, lower legs, knees, thighs, and hips. Relax. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Letting go of what the hands and arms are holding. Send the gentle breath to the shoulders. And let go of your burdens. Relax. Guide the gentle breath to the base of the spine and allow it to spiral up through the middle spine to the upper spine, releasing deep-seated heartache from behind the heart. Relax the shoulders and allow the neck to be open as a tender passageway between heart and mind. Gently relax the jaw, cheeks, and nose. The eyes soften and draw into the inner sight. Relax the ears as they draw inward to the inner sounds. Relax the entire scalp and bathe the brain with relaxation. And visualize any remaining tension leaving the body through the top of the head. Relax. Allow the subtle breath to touch the mind and feel all the subtle thoughts. Relax. Slowly bring the awareness to the gentle breath as it enters and leaves the body. As it enters, visualize and feel it bringing in oxygen and healing energy. As it leaves, feel yourself letting go of thoughts, feelings, tensions. As the awareness drops even more deeply within, you may discover yourself in a place of stillness, peace, joy, or whatever you would like to call it. This is a place of deep healing and relaxation. Your very own wellspring of healing energy. And I'll be silent for a moment as you restore, recharge, and replenish in this healing place. Slowly and gently, bring the awareness back to the breath. Begin to increase the inhalation and feel the energy entering with the breath, reawakening the body. Imagine the body recharging. And as you inhale, guide the energy down the spine. Inhale to revitalize the internal organs. Inhale, surround the heart with healing energy. Inhale, fill the lungs and feel the throat open. Inhale, feel the energy move down the arms to the fingers. Inhale and allow the energy to move down the legs to the toes. Observe the body as it tingles with vital healing energy. Begin to move the toes and fingers, legs and arms. Slowly and gently roll the head from side to side. Take a generous inhale, stretching out the body, yawning, and observing that even in this awakened state, the body remains relaxed. Observe how relaxed the mind has become. As you're ready, draw one knee, then both knees to the chest. Rock side to side. Make your way over to one side and pause. Use your hands, slowly press the floor and roll your way up. Take your time, allowing that feeling of peace and stillness to remain with you as you come to upright. And bring the palms together in front of your heart. Inhaling, lifting the heart. Exhale, lowering the chin. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe and at ease. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
See you tomorrow.
You bet. Yep, back at 10:35 for level 1 tomorrow.
See you then. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great rest of the day, Ann.
Thank you. You too.